So Alan joins us now. Hello, Alan. Thank you very much for what you do. So that's a good question because a lot of people may have heard of Habitat for Humanity, but what do you do?
Yeah, so Habitat's been in New Zealand for 30 years. We provide homes. We also make homes habitable, and we also promote fair and decent housing.
Okay, so how on earth do you do that? How does this work?
How does it work?
Yeah, where does the funding come from?
Yeah, so we get funding from different places.
Yep.
The public give us some funding, the government gives us some funding, and then we've also got a sort of rotating fund which we reinvest into housing when people pay us back.
So this is all about basically giving people better, healthier homes to live in.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
And what's the motivation for that? Like, where did this come from?
Hey, I suppose all of us know the importance of a home.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 young kids as well.
Yep.
And having a safe, decent place to bring them up is really important.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the motivation, is that actually we do have a bit of a housing problem in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
So Habitat's here to help that.
Tell us about Warm Fuzzies.
Warm Fuzzies is a campaign. It's our first campaign that we've ever done nationwide. And the idea is that during winter when it's cold, that we can engage our supporters, and they can get a warm fuzzy when they give us $5 or $10 or a little bit more than that, and help other people to have a warm, dry, safe home.
I love this because AMI did a bit of a study on this, didn't they? They looked into some of the Kiwi homes, and they're actually a little bit more dire than what we've been led to believe. Some of them are pretty shoddy places, and this is what people are calling home. So with the warm fuzzies, you go and pretty much fix them up, make them warmer, make them habitable, like you said.
That's correct. Yeah. So we're so grateful for AMI's partnership with us. And when we did that study together, there's a number of statistics which are really, outstanding.
Eye-popping.
Eye-popping. There's so many people who actually have problems with dampness in their home. 8% of New Zealand households have a problem and are very concerned about dampness in their home.
Yeah, right. You must be changing people's lives and outcomes here. Can you give us some examples of your work?
Yeah.
How it
So,
comes together?
yeah. So, for instance, there's a family in South Auckland, 3 kids. This person had inherited their house, but they didn't have any money to maintain it. So about 3 years ago, her hot water cylinder leaked, and of course it went all over the floor. The floor is particle board, and it basically became Weet-Bix.
Yeah.
When we went into that house, she was literally walking on planks.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. There was mold all on the walls, on every wall. The kitchen was in a very bad state, and she had 3 kids who were going to school. And, what an incredible... she had a home, she had a house, but it wasn't really a home because
That's
it wasn't
right.
habitable.
Yeah.
And so there's a really important thing there. We're able to go in there. And the first thing that we did is actually she had some exterior cladding that was also leaking water into the house. So we fixed the exterior cladding. We facilitate the government subsidy in order for her to get insulation. So she's got an envelope of insulation around her house. Then we fit curtains that are double-lined, and of course we fix the floor. So we transformed her house for a relatively small amount, and would change her life.
What was that moment like when you were able to say, here you go, we're going to take care of this for you? What was that reaction like seeing it?
Well, her reaction was, she had tears in her eyes, and I suppose what she sort of thought was, well, actually, this is not just a now moment. It's a forever moment, because actually she's bringing her kids up in now a safe, warm, dry house.
Yeah,
It makes a huge difference.
changed
So,
their lives.
yeah,
So-
it's incredibly a privilege to be part of Habitat for Humanity.
So, Alan, how can our Coast family of listeners help?
Yeah, so you can help. We're having this Warm Fuzzies campaign, and so you'll see a billboard, you'll see a little warm fuzzy guy, scan the QR code, go to our website, habitat.org.nz, Warm Fuzzies, and just donate. Give us $5, $10, whatever it is. Just join our community, join our caring community, and you can be the heart of change in yours.
I love that. So it's habitat.org.nz. This is Coast. Alan, thank you very, very much.